Hi, this is Julie McDonald, and this is my slideshow for Module 2 on learning disabilities. So I was fairly frustrated in trying to do my research on this statistical topic. I visited several websites, including the ISB website and CES, the specific school district website, which in my case was Roxana District 1, and the Learning Disabilities Association of Illinois website. There just wasn't a lot of research, or at least a lot of statistics going back as far as 1977. Recent statistics were somewhat easy to come by, but even those were not super specific. So in 1997, which was as far back as I could find, the ISB report card for the Roxana School District, it listed the IGAP reading and math scores and the ACT scores for the students by district. It did not have any statistics regarding learning disabilities or any other kind of intellectual disabilities. The ISB report card in 2006 got a little bit more specific. It did discuss students with IEPs and with non-IEPs and rated the levels 1 through 4. Level 3 was meets expectations, level 4 was exceeds expectations, so those were basically the at or above grade level criteria for testing on these students. The ISB report card from 2017 did break down disabilities by type. However, the Roxana District only listed students with developmental delay and speech and language impairment. And as you can see, in every other category that's listed on the ISB report card, the Roxana School District did not report having any students being diagnosed with those conditions, including specific learning disabilities. So as of 2017, there were no students with specific learning disability listed on the ISB report card for the Roxana School District. 2018, this was a bit of a change for the ISB report card. Now each disability was listed specifically, and a given percentage of students for the district, as well as compared to peer districts and to the whole state, were listed. Specific learning disabilities, suddenly there are 3.4% of all students having a specific learning disability. I'm not sure where those came from compared to the year before, but nonetheless, they are listed now as a part of the school district. 2021, not much has changed as far as the type of information given. It's just a different format, basically. Specific learning disabilities also listed. Percentages are fairly similar. Again, it's about a little over 3% having specific learning disabilities. So we get a little bit of information. We don't get any concrete numbers, but we get a percentage. And this is the most specific information that I was able to find. According to the NCES, learning disabilities by year, I was able to find numbers nationwide. So in 1977, there were 796,000 students with learning disabilities. 1981, it went up to 1,462,000. 1990, it went up to 2,129,000. Year 2000, it was 2,860,000. In 2010, it was 2,431,000, and in 2020, it was 2,405,000. So obviously a big jump from 1977, which would have been the first year that this was even a category. So in the first 4 or 5 years, numbers doubled. And then between 1981 to 1990, there was another big jump. It continued to steadily climb, although not quite as quickly, all the way up until about 2000. And then the numbers held steady and even tapered off just a little bit. I believe that, in my opinion, when the current IDEA definition came into use, including the RTI category, responding to interventions, in 2004, the numbers have stayed relatively steady since then, which maybe would indicate that we're getting better at specifying what we mean when we say learning disabled. And even though I'm sure there are some abuses of the diagnosis, it would seem that with the numbers holding fairly steady over a long period of time, that at least we are identifying learners that have these issues, and we are at least getting some information on the prevalence of learning disabilities. So hopefully this information is somewhat close to what we were looking for. I don't think it shed a ton more light on the development of learning disabilities and whether or not that has changed over time. When the data is not great, it's very hard to get an accurate picture. So maybe what I've learned is that there is a need for more research, or at least for more accessibility of the research that's been done, in order for people to kind of get an idea of the trends in learning disabilities for special education purposes. Thank you.